All right. So we have lesson 7.7 here. We're going to jump into inequalities. But before we do that, we're going to solve this one back here. So again, like terms we can put together. So all these have an A, so we're going to put them all together. We're just going to add the coefficients, the numbers in front. So 7 plus our 7 would be 14. Negative A would be like subtracting 1. So we're back to 13, and then minus 6, which would put us back to 7A. So we can rewrite this as 7A equals 14. Okay. So from there, now we have our equation. So we're going to divide by 7. So A would equal 2, but keep in mind this was a negative. Don't forget about the negative, and a negative divided by a positive then makes it a negative 2. Okay. So, inequalities. Inequality is going to be a mathematical sentence that contains the symbols. That first one there is less than greater than. We have greater than or equal to and less than or equal to. So, with this, it's always going to point to the smaller number, or if you think about it, it's going to eat the bigger number. So that's how you know which way it's going to go. So it's going to point to the smaller one, eat the bigger one. Now, this first lesson with inequalities, which we'll be doing the next couple here, all it involves is finding out which one is going to make this work. So as we look here, this is T. This is greater than or equal to, because again, we point to the small one, eat the big one. So when it's eating to the left, it's greater than. So T is greater than or equal to, this little bar again means equal to 12. So which of these is either greater than or equal to 12? Well, right away I know, hey, T equals 12, so that part works. It hits the equal part. 4 though, not bigger. 3, not bigger. 9, not bigger. And none of those are either equal to 12 either. So that's all that you can do on that one. So, going to get a little more complicated. So here we have 7 plus t, again, is greater than or equal to 9. So what do I add to 7 will be bigger than 9? Well, basically what I'm going to do is each of these I'm going to add to the 7, and I'm going to see if that makes it bigger or equal to 9. So 5 and 7 would be 12. 12 is bigger than 9, so 5 works. If I do 3 plus 7 is 10. 10 is bigger than 9, so 3 will also work. If I do 6, well, if I already did 5 and 5 worked, a bigger number should be bigger as well. But we can add it just to make sure. 7 plus 6 would be 13, which again, bigger. And then t equals 2. Well, 2 plus 7 is 9, but we can be equal to, we have the bar underneath. So this one works too. So you're going to have some where you only have one solution, and you have some where it may be all 4 of them are your solution. Now, keep in mind, look at the directions. This will be kind of a clue too. The last one said which one is a solution. So there's only going to be one. Here, the following are solutions. So there's going to be more than one solution. Keep that in mind. So sometimes it's just going to be greater than, no equal to. So it has to be bigger than 3. So is 5 bigger than 3? Yes, it is. Is 2 bigger than 3? Well, nope. What about 3? Well, 3 is the same, but we don't have the little bar underneath, so it can't be equal to. 8, though, is bigger. Now, we're going to have some that are way more complex than these last few examples. So, same sort of idea, though. You're just going to replace each of these in for you. You're going to sub that in. So, if you think about it, this first one here would be like negative 8 minus 66 over negative 11. Here it would be negative 8 minus 66 over 6. This would be negative 8 minus 66 over negative 6. And this would be negative 8 minus 66 over 11. So that's really what you're doing. You're going to replace that in, and then you're going to work this out. And then you're going to see, okay, well, which one of these will give me a number that's less than 29? Well, if we start in here, so if I divide 66 by 11, I get 6. But the minuses will cancel out, so it would be a minus 8 plus 6. I'm getting ahead of myself. Plus 6. So the negatives cancel out, a negative and negative. So 66 divided by 11 is 6. So it's a plus then. So negative 8 plus 6 would be a minus 2. Well, is minus 2 less than or equal to 29? Well, yes, it is. So we can circle it. If we do 6 here, well, we're going to have a negative 8. 66 divided by 6 is 11, but the one's minus, so minus 11. Negative 8 minus 11 would be a negative 19. Hey, that's less than negative 20 or less than 29. So that works too. This one here, negative 6 now. The negatives will cancel, so we're going to get a positive there. But negative 8, 66 divided by 6 is plus 11, which would end up being 3, which again, less than 29. So that one works too. So now let's see if 11 will work. 11 or 66 divided by 11 would be a 6. The minus is still there, and the minus 8, which would be a minus 14. Hey, that one's less than as well. So that one is also an answer. So that's what you got to do. You got to plug those in and solve them out, and then see, does this still make this true? Well, is it going to be less than or equal to 29 with what I get on that side? So that's it for this lesson. Let me know if you have any questions. Otherwise, until next time, we'll talk to you later.